At this point, we should be getting pretty good at this. We're going to do this one more time. So again, we're factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. And notice this expression is in that form. Also make sure there is no greatest common factor, and I don't see a greatest common factor here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to look for the product. To find the product, we take the first and the last term, as long as they're all in order. Now we have 5 times 9, and 5 times 9 is 45. So I'm going to put 45 in the product slot. Okay, now I'm going to look for the sum, and the sum is the term that's next to the x. Now remember, there's a minus there, so you have to take that minus with you. So our sum is negative 18. So now we're going to take a look at what two numbers give us a product of 45, but also give us a sum of negative 18. So the first thing that comes to my mind is 9 times 5. So I'm going to write 9 times 5. Also, we have negative 9 times negative 5. Now I'm going to see what sum that gives us. 9 plus 5 is 14. Negative 9 plus negative 5 is negative 14. So that's not negative 18. So we have to keep going. Another thing that comes to mind is 3 times 15. So 3 times 15, and also negative 3 times negative 15. Okay, so 3 plus 15 gives us 18. Negative 3 times negative 15 gives me negative 18. Now notice I have found my sum. So I don't need to keep going. I don't need to keep testing more numbers because I have found it. So I found my sum of negative 18, which means that my numbers are negative 3 and negative 15. So what I'm going to do is break up our negative 18x into negative 3x minus 15x. And that's because we have negative 3 and negative 15. That's why I broke that 18 into negative 3 and negative 15. All right, and again, I'm going to bring down that 5x squared, and I'm going to bring down that positive 9. So that's our expression right now. Now we're going to just take a look at the first expression, which is 5x squared minus 3x. That's the only one I'm looking at. So greatest common factor, nothing with the 5 and the 3, but with the x squared and the x, we do have a greatest common factor of x. So then, x times what is 5x squared? Well, we need a 5. That would give us 5x, but we need 5x squared. So we need another x. That would give us 5x squared. Now for the negative 3x, we need a minus 3. X times negative 3 is going to give us negative 3x. So we have factored the first part. Okay, now I'm going to concentrate on the second part. Okay, so I have, don't forget that negative, I have negative 15x plus 9. Now, because it starts with a negative, I'm going to write minus here. Okay, so what's common to 15 and 9? Well, 3 is. So 3 times what is 15x? 3 times 5x. And then 3 times what is 9? That's 3. Now, here is where you might get into a little bit of trouble. We need a positive 9. We have a negative 3 right here. So negative 3 times what is positive 9? Well, negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So be careful. Another trick you can use is this right here, this term has to match. All right, so notice that we have the same term, 5x minus 3. So I'm going to write that 5x minus 3. And now that we've taken it out, we can cross it out. Now what's left over? We have an x and we have a minus 3. So my next term is x minus 3, and I am done. Okay? If you have any questions, please make sure to meet us at the Google Meets or email us or whatever. Okay? Stay safe, guys.